Hey everybody, how you doing? Today we're going to do a simple upgrade to our Taurus Judge Public Defender. This is the Polygrip model, and that's very important. We'll go over that in a second. We're going to make a very simple upgrade to it, what I consider an upgrade at least. We're going to be putting on a new grip for it. This is the Pachmayr Diamond Pro Taurus Compact Public Defender grip in polymer. So the reason that knowing whether or not this is a polymer framed firearm is important because there's only certain grips that fit the polymer frame. There's a lot of grips on the internet that are designed for the steel framed Taurus Judge, but only a few out there that are designed for the polymer framed Public Defender. So that's very important. So make sure that if you're going to order this product, you're going to buy it at your local store, your local gun shop, whatever, just make sure you get the correct one. Now, for this project, you're only going to need one tool. You will need a hex key Allen wrench. This is a 3mm. Now, this is not the same size as is used to control the firing operation of this handgun. If you're familiar with the Taurus Judge, you know that there is a little Allen key hex wrench that comes with the firearm that can be placed in this area here and turned, which controls the fireability of this particular weapon. This is not the same size as the hex key or Allen wrench that you're going to need. I say that because it would make way too much sense for Taurus to include the correct hex key or Allen wrench with the firearm or make the two compatible. No worries, as long as you've got a 3mm hex key or Allen wrench, you can complete this project very, very easily. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is take and ensure that our firearm is safe. Very easily, since this is a revolver, look through every cylinder. Verify that your weapon is in a safe condition. Double check. And we should be good to go. So there we go. Now, what we're going to do is on the bottom of our firearm here, Taurus Judge, is that 3mm Allen screw. See that right there? All you're going to do is take and remove that. Actually, it's a little bit easier if you do it like this, because you can actually reach this. There you go. Now we have to make sure that we hold on to this because a new screw does not come with the new grip. So you're going to be reusing this screw. So just set it aside for right now. And we're going to go ahead and firmly take hold of our firearm and simply slide the grip right off just like that. Now, having done that, we're going to go ahead and set the frame of the firearm out of the way. I'm going to show you comparison of the two grips so you can kind of get a look at them. Okay, we've got our new Pachmayr grip here. Pop it out of the case. And as a side-by-side comparison, you can kind of see the difference in the two grips. Now, basically, the main difference here is that you've got space on the Pachmayr grip for your pinky finger, or your small finger, whatever you want to call it. When you're holding this grip, you can see you don't have any really support for that, and you just wrap it around and that's fine. Now I know a lot of guys out there can shoot the factory grip just fine. They're fantastic with it, awesome. If that works for you, then I don't know why you're watching this video if that works for you. But if that works for you, hey, fantastic, you know, great grip to begin with. Anyhow, I like the Pachmayr grip. Once it's in your hand, you can see you've got a little bit more support for the pinky there, small finger, again, whatever you want to call it. And in my personal opinion, it gives you a slightly more control over that firearm. So that's just for me. I don't have the biggest hands in the world, but for me, I like to have that little extra control. Now, again, looking at the sizes, you are giving up a little bit of concealability by switching to a slightly larger grip. You can see them side by side there too, like that. This one is slightly fatter. Okay, so you are giving up a little bit of concealability, but in my personal opinion, with firearms, the sacrifice in concealability, I'm picking up an advantage in control of that firearm for myself. Again, I'm speaking only from personal opinion. If you can shoot this weapon as it comes stock, that's awesome. More power to you. I'm very, very happy for you. Okay, all that out of the way, this video is about replacing this grip, so let's get on with it. We're going to go ahead and take our factory grip. We're going to set it aside. We now have our new Packmeyer grip and our frame of our firearm. Basically, we're just reversing the process here, people. We're going to go ahead and take a firm grip on the frame of the firearm. Make sure you line up your grip correctly. It's going to be a slightly tighter fit, but you'll get through it, trust me. So let's go ahead and just slide this grip back into place. There you are. It's just that easy. Let's go ahead and finish up this process. Again, making sure that everything's seated correctly. All your seams are good and tight. We're just going to take our little screw here that we took off, drop it down in here because it's a lot further down in there now, so we're going to have to drop this screw down in there. Feel that it's seated. Take our 3mm hex key Allen wrench. And a few turns later, we're in business. And there we are. That's absolutely all there is to it. You can see, let me flip that around. You can see how the firearm now sits in my hand. Personally, I feel like I have a little bit more control over this weapon now because of the larger grip. And I would say that this is probably one of the better upgrades that I personally have ever made to a firearm. Very simple, very easy. The grip retails, you can usually find them for about $20. So that's a good, cheap little upgrade. And that's basically all there is to it. So if you've enjoyed this video or found it useful in any way, shape, or form, I'd certainly appreciate one of those thumbs up like at the bottom. And until next time, thanks for watching.